Have you ever felt like your doctor just doesn't get you? It can be frustrating when you're not being heard. And trust me, you're not alone in this.
We're going to share with you the real reasons behind our decision to fire our doctor, and we promise you, you'll want to stick around for the lessons we learned and how you too can safely do this.
Firing a doctor, it's one that should not be taken lightly. Sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah, sometimes it is, and you have to take several things into consideration, but sometimes you have to do that for your own good health.
Yeah, it's difficult. And we're going to show you exactly why we made that difficult decision or choice to let our doctors go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it all starts with when you look at the medical system itself. One of our mentors calls it the medical mill. Mm-hmm. And it's so true because all they do is just turn people in and out, and they throw Band-Aids at symptoms.
Yes. And I think a lot of us forget that at the end of the day, the practice is a business. They need to make a profit.
Yeah.
A nonprofit type of organization where it's doing the good for the people. And I understand you have to pay doctors and staff and for the building and all that stuff, but they still need a profit to make money.
And another thing, too, is they make it seem like whatever health ailment, challenge, disease, condition is that your body is just a weak machine and it's inevitable because of your genetics or your age.
Yes.
Where in reality, most of the issues that we face as Americans or in this world are because of our lifestyle choices, and doctors in the medical system don't want to hear anything about it because they were to focus on those.
They won't be needed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I always say if we were to our current lifestyle is not conducive to good health because you're inside all the time. You're under fluorescent lighting. You're not getting fresh air, sunlight. You're not drinking water. You're not moving your body. You're sitting at a desk, right? You're stressed. You have stress in your life trying to figure out how to make ends meet. You don't have time to cook fresh meals. You don't have time to grow your own food. So you're basically at the mercy of the corporations to do all these things for you. So you're on this hamster wheel, and that's not true living.
Yeah, so you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
And so you walk in with a metaphorical crutch into the system, become a member of the mill, and we're wanting them to fix our issues based upon the decisions we made in our life.
Correct. And you bring your children to the same thing, and they're conditioned and they're raised to think the same way, and the cycle just continues on and on and on.
Yeah, and it starts at an early age too, from when you first give your baby some food.
Yeah.
Right, you give healthy food.
Actually, when you first have your baby in the hospital, yeah.
Even before that.
Yeah.
And so you develop all these issues, and then you go in to see the doctor, hoping that your doctor will help fix it. And then you rely on the insurance company to help fix your issue because, after all, they should be paying for the issues that we developed. But furthermore, you go in and we faced it. Just the lack of communication with the doctor would seem so just distant.
In a rush, not focused on you.
Oh, almost to the point where they're uninterested and just dismissive.
Correct. And you could attest to this. As soon as the doctor walks in the office, they ask, "What's your the nurse probably asks you, but they confirm it. Where's your pharmacy? What's your preferred pharmacy?" That's the first question they ask you.
That's just wild.
Yeah, they're on their computer, which is in the room with you, and they're asking you certain questions, and they're like head down typing.
Yeah, there's just a complete lack of empathy and trying to understand what you're going through. And sometimes when they can't figure things out, they say it's mental. It's all in your head.
Yeah. But we have something for that, though. What's your pharmacy number?
We'll call it in. It's a shame that they care more, or it seems like they care more about getting us in and out of the office.
Yes, it feels that way to me because, and I fault the doctors, but I don't fault them because they're operating in a system where their hands are tied, right? But they choose to stay. Well, they go to school and they have debt to pay, so I see why they're doing it. But they're in there and they have to align themselves with that type of methodology and they operate in that system. So they are not empathetic. They don't know what questions to ask. So
No.
they have this list of questions they were told to ask you,
Yeah.
and that's it.
It's their ecosystem. And hey, I have high blood pressure, so let me give a water pill.
Yeah.
I have high cholesterol, right? Let me give you a statin drug. And so it's just nothing more than a checklist of things you're feeling. I'm just going to throw medicines at you without really understanding why you may be having a high blood pressure, understanding why you are, have higher cholesterol in your body.
Or you have anxiety,
Yeah.
right? All these common things. Your sugars are high. And and they could see for themselves in front of their eyes based on how you look in terms of your skin and your hair, and because certain
The
things you
good
can.
ones can. The good ones can
Oh,
look and see
okay.
how your body language says, your eyes, your skin, what you say, the story you give. But that's the problem is many doctors, they lack that communication, that ability to dive deep and ask the right questions to get
Right.
the answers they need
Right.
before prescribing medicines. And that's the biggest thing is that, so what questions should your doctor be asking before prescribing 80 medications? And to start with the first one, I mean, it really has to begin with your favorite of all.
What you ate in the last 24 hours, what you ate in the last week. And I
A
think,
year, 10 years.
yes, and I think a lot of people need to be reconditioned to document what they're eating from the moment they start having that pain. I mean, I always document what I eat every day. So I could look back for myself and see what went wrong. But also when I see it on paper, I know it's like, oh, no, 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 I can't go that far over that way or that way. I have this, it's it's a self-correcting thing for me. But document what you're eating, and when you go to your doctor's office, and if your doctor is asking these questions, then you have the information right there in front of you. Okay, well, on to yesterday, I ate X, Y, and Z. Day before yesterday, I ate X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, well, that's taking full responsibility for your health, and that is the way to go. That's what
Yeah.
we teach our clients: take full responsibility for it. A lot of times, though, you will not get that question, and so
No.
you want it. They should dive deep in. Just say, "Hey, well, tell me about your diet." And it's, "Oh, I'm relatively healthy." What does healthy mean? Healthy means
Yes.
so many different things to different kinds of people. Because
Yes.
believe it or not, you can think you're eating healthy by just doing a carnivore diet. Well, the problem with that is that you do that for a long period of time, liver issues, kidney issues can happen. And furthermore, you can develop osteoporosis because of the acid that builds up in your body. Your body tries to buffers it out. So that's a root cause of osteoporosis besides some kind of medicine, some injectable or pill.
Just pulling it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no matter what it is you
You
go in for, the first question needs to be around diet
what you're eating
and drinking.
and what you're not eating. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's number one.
Okay.
Number two is,
My favorite.
I thought food was your favorite.
Yeah, food is my favorite because I know how to cook and meal plan.
Yeah.
But my favorite is sleep. Sleep is very important. And growing up, it was never, pushed that sleep is so critical to your health. Nobody ever made the connection. And now it's like trying to re-educate people that sleep is extremely important. And if you don't make it a priority, it can create a lot of problems. Hello, anxiety. Hello, depression, right?
Yeah. And a simple question. Well, tell me about your sleep patterns. What time you go to bed? What time do you wake up? Do you sleep with a cell phone in your room? Do you sleep with pets in your bed? Is your room completely dark? What's the temperature of your room? Are there any kind of lights? Do you sleep alone? Snoring? Do you wake up with headaches? Do you wake up with sore jaw? So many different questions you can start diving deep into. And that is what you want to hear from your doctor when you go in and have a check.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Good questions.
I try to be a good doctor. I really
It's
do.
appreciated.
Yeah.
What's another one?
The third thing is tell me about your exercise routine. Now, how many times a week do you work out? How long do you work out? What type of activities do you partake in? How often do you get outside? Do you sweat? Do you have cardio? More cardiovascular or anaerobic, or just aerobic?
Do you weight train
Weight train,
or resistance train?
hit train.
Right.
Tell me about the patterns here. Do you like doing it, enjoying it? How long you been doing it for?
Yes, all of those are important.
Because how important is exercise?
It is very important because the strength that you build muscle and you build endurance, and exercise helps the body basically purify itself.
It helps build your immune system. You build muscle and stamina. You burn fat, which releases toxins because toxins are stored in your fat, and a lot of those toxins can go through the urine, can go through the sweat. You build up your heart muscles gets a little bit stronger. You build
Yes,
stress on your muscle, your bones to help prevent
make it
osteoporosis.
stronger. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So it helps regulate your sleeping patterns as well. It's a great way to stay physically fit
Right,
that can lead to health. Just because you're physically fit doesn't mean you're physically healthy.
right.
There's a difference there.
Okay,
But definitely, a good doctor needs to dive deep into the exercise routine, what you do for physical activity.
right.
Fourth one kind of goes back to number one,
Okay,
and I kind of spilled the beans a little bit. But besides what you eat, it's like what you drink.
right. Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough clean water in your system each day?
Yeah, how much water?
Right.
What type of water you drink from bottle or from tap?
That's a good one. Yeah. Are you drinking flavored water that you get from the grocery store with fizzies in it?
Yeah. Do you drink more soda than water? Do you drink more juices than water? Are you classifying water to being the juices that you drink as water?
You drinking just coffee only and thinking, well, it has water in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So water is the number one we coach and tell people to do in terms of what they eat and consume. That's the first thing you got to do. Start getting more water in your system, at least 64 ounces into your system of actual water, because you're going to get a lot more from eating the proper foods that's stored, like vegetables and fruits. A lot of water in there as well you can get.
Right. Right. But you still need to drink the water in addition to eating the fruits and vegetables that has water in it.
Gotta drink water.
Yeah.
Gotta.
Yeah.
I think we're on number five.
Okay.
Number five is, if you have any kind of structural issues from your body. So, were you in a car accident and you played football? Did you have, bad knees from doing dance? What kind of structural issues may be impinging your body from getting the proper nerve flow throughout? Maybe muscle pinching that can cause a hormonal or chemical stress in your body, physical stress.
Yeah. I mean, I know people going through that right now in terms of having injuries, and the healing process is taking a long time.
It can definitely take a long time if you don't have, because our body there's the way it communicates is through nerves and through hormones.
Okay.
Any disruption from a structural issue for the nerves or a communication issue to the hormones due to toxins or bad nutrition can cause,
It
that
can
can cause
delay.
eventually it's going to catch up to you and cause some kind of manifestation of an uneasiness or disease in the body.
Somebody got hurt playing a sport and they're not healing as fast. That's a structural issue,
It could be.
but something else is preventing the body from healing.
Yes. It could be all the things that we have laid out. Those five questions there.
The
Bef-
diet, the
the-
sleep.
yeah.
Gotcha. The
Before I'm
exercise.
going to pop a pill to you, I got to understand what the true issue, because it may be as simple as, hey, eat better, sleep better, exercise a little bit more. Don't got to maybe just walk and drink a lot more water to get more lubrication and fluid into your body. And structural issues. Let's tell you what. Let's do a little more stretching. Let's go see a chiropractor, and let's see how we're going to respond, and we can get rid of that symptom you're having.
Right.
Guess what I did? I didn't I'll throw a pill your way. You didn't pop it.
Right. So and there's no side effects
But guess what I also did though? Like you said, I lost a patient.
because they're not coming back
You're
because
gonna heal.
they're doing good.
You're gonna heal.
Right.
Yeah. And then I think the last question is stress.
Which is a major one.
What are the stresses in your life?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people have serious stress. When you listen to people's stories, whether it's on social media or just in talking to people, it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, family,
Yeah.
relationships,
Yeah.
friends,
Financial. Right.
work.
Yeah.
Just car issues can cause stress.
Yes. And other family members who are sick, like really sick, that causes stress. You have that burden to take care of that family member if they're sick.
And this question is so easy, and it's so easy to get an answer from. Ask me about life. In life currently in the past couple of months or so, have you had a more stress than normal?
So, have you had any more anything that's changed lately in your life that's been stressful? Than more stressful than normal?
I didn't say a word.
The sigh alone tells you.
Yeah, the eyes were like, good. Tell me about it. What's going on? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
That's what it takes to be a good doctor. And the sad thing is, a lot of doctors just don't have that skill. And like you said, I don't think it's their fault.
It's not their fault. It's the system they're operating in. They're not trained either. They're trained to just diagnose and a pill for that ill. And
Yeah.
that's it. Next. You
Yeah.
out, next one in.
Yeah, and this is a difficult decision, but this is something that we've decided to do. And I can tell you this: yes, I'm being a doctor. I'm in a system. I see things that a lot of people do not see. It's difficult, but man, let me tell you, it's so liberating. It really is liberating. And my personal feeling is that if a doctor doesn't ask those questions, then you may just have a legalized drug pusher on your hands. Because that's all it is.
Yeah, they just have the power to write that prescription or that drug for you.
You got a license from the FDA. I can write some Oxycontin, or you can go get it on the streets. I'm just legal in how I can prescribe it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so there are alternative methods to all these chronic health issues that we do have.
Yes, yes. So if you break a leg or arm or whatever, yes, you get that fixed. That's
Yeah,
an
that's
acute
different.
issue versus the chronic stuff we're talking about.
Yeah, talking about the chronic health issues, the diabetes, the high blood pressure.
So it's like trying to find the right doctor. In my mind, it's if you're in a system or area where it's all those corporate medical institutions, it's like how would people go about finding that doctor that will listen? Because it's like finding a needle in a haystack. What would you suggest?
Well, I mean, the first thing is to take responsibility. You talk about your food journaling, is to take back control of your health by saying, "I'm taking back control of my health right now. I'm going to do this." You have to work with your doctor because you got to figure out the right way to go down that path, and that's where health coaches kind of
I was
come in.
about to say that. I said maybe having a health coach on your team to help you so you can turn things around for your body, and this way you won't need your doctor in the future.
Yeah, and what they do is they're not telling you what you're going to do, but they're going to give you a whole different new perspective, some new data, help encourage you to overcome that challenge, to pick you up when you do fall down, and ultimately hold you accountable to make a decision. Because ultimately, when you take back control, it's you that have to live with the consequences of that pill,
Yeah,
the surgery,
yeah.
the
side effects.
radiation, the stuff you put in your mouth. It's all on us to take full responsibility.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody else can take it for you, not even the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end, I mean, you do, it's good to have a good doctor that will get to the root cause of this. And it's a challenge thing to do. However, it's one of those skills that first thing you got to do is probably just change your perspective about what healthcare is versus medical care. Medical care is in the system, the medical mill itself. Healthcare is what you do.
Yeah.
And so if you're interested in how to learn how to do this and work with your doctor by answering these kind of questions, getting the information out, I encourage you, consume more of our content. That way you can learn how you can fire your doctor like we did.
Yeah, or learn to hire a good doctor that can ask these questions.
Yeah.
Or take your ailment to that doctor,
Yep, exactly.
but hoping that you'll apply. And some of the things we've said, such as getting a health coach to help you, that you won't need that doctor.
And if you don't want to go out there and get a health coach, then we started a community of people who want to heal without pills.
Yeah,
So take a look at it. I'll put the link down below. Come join our community. engage in the information we have out there. Ask questions at our Q&As.
Yes, we have presentations that you can from the past and even on the current chats. We have coffee chats with the doctor.
Yep.
Ours truly.
Yeah. So
Meal plans.
if you're thinking about if you're frustrated with your doctor, you're frustrated with your results of the medical meal, now's the time to take responsibility, make the decision, and think about what you have to learn in order to follow your doctor. That way you can be your own best doctor.
Yes. Yes. That sounds good to me. Besides, who wants to run to the doctor all the time and have painful procedures?
Not me.
Man, it's all in your hand. In your hands, I should say.
Well, awesome.
Well, thanks for joining us. Until next time, be well.
All right. Take care.